Welcome to Life Combo. This is a new channel focused on my podcast, which is on most major platforms. And the link to my podcast will be down in the description bar. Now, if you're anything like me and you're just dealing with life as it comes, then check out my main channel. It's called Life Endeavors with Lady, and the link to that page will also be down in the description. On this channel, I blog about cleaning, cooking, my weight loss journey experiences, and I also try out life hacks. I do reviews and tutorials on wigs, makeup, and just pretty much anything I feel one can apply to their life. So let's jump in. It's your girl here, lady, listener, the holistic life coach, live and in the flesh with happiness, health, and no stress. It's that time. You ready? Life Combo starts now, but you can call me Lady. Today's episode is about reflection and if it helps or if it hinders you. Now, don't take it personal. I do have some notes, so I will be looking down from time to time, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping eye contact and I'm interacting with you guys, okay? So, what's your take on reflection? Does it hinder you? Does it help you? Give me a little bit of feedback. Put it down in the comments. I greatly appreciate it. Now, when it comes to me, I see reflection more as a helper, not so much as a hindrance. However, you get stuck into thinking about going backwards instead of forward, it can kind of start to bring you down. And that was just in my experience. So I do have another question. Um, is there anything that you do or to get yourself prepared to reflect on an event, a situation? Do you do any reflecting? Um, I choose to do it at the end of the year just so that I can kind of look over, where I was in the beginning, the things that I did, and where I ended up. I also reflect in the middle of the year, and I kind of give myself like that halfway point, just to kind of see what I'm doing, what's working, what's not been working, and then I say, okay, before I get to the end of the year, using that next half of the year, I can kind of play around with some things and hopefully have some things mastered. Um, and to me, I don't really see anything as being mastered. Everything's a learning curve, but we're going to use that quote unquote word mastered so that I can use those tools in the next upcoming year. So, like I said, last year I did a version of this podcast, and um, it was to do what I always do to end out the year. But I thought it was good information to bring out to the public. And now, although we're in 2022, guys, we're in 2022. Can you believe it? Can you feel it? It doesn't seem like it's moving super slow to me. It feels like it's moving really fast. And just with everything that's going on, the way that economies are, I am a small business owner. I make natural products, and I'm actually trying to get my stuff out there, but that's going to be another video. And so stay tuned for that and check me out on the Life Endeavors channel so that you can keep up when I do new alerts for new products and get everything where it needs to be. Yet, I wanted to say that to say this. So many things were happening in 2022, it, kind of threw small businesses and things off balance. And now I'm in the mindset where I begin to look backwards and look at what I didn't get accomplished in 2021. I'm looking at not so much of what I'm putting in or what I have put in to get to where I desire, but I'm more looking at coulda, shoulda, woulda. As far as if this would have happened or that would have happened, I would be here or I would have this. And most of everything that I was dealing with was just due to COVID, not being able to get supplies, not being able to interact and work with people um, other than through like video chat, and not being able to kind of connect with individuals. I don't know why I'm so tongue tied today, but I do apologize for me needing to possibly slow down and not doing so, and that could be why I'm getting tongue tied. But just continue to bear with me, and I appreciate you guys. Yeah, that was just one of the issues that I had. I wasn't able to get supplies. I wasn't able to meet with vendors or chemists or just to make sure that what I was doing or what I was trying to do, I was able to get done. Um, so there you go when it comes to that question. Is this something that you have thought about? Is it something that you have done as far as in the last 6 months, last year, or is it something that you are planning to do? Make sure you put that down in the comments. Again, I do appreciate you just giving me feedback, and you know, let's build this rapport. And um, it excites me to get comments and know what you're feeling, and what you're taking away from my podcast. Um, so if so, if you have done any type of reflecting in your current time right now or in the past, how did it affect you? What value did it add to your situation or just your life? What does it give you, and what do you put into it? Like, do you um, look at the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, the end of the year? How many times do you reflect? Because most of us don't stop and think and say, hey, I'm reflecting on something. We just do it. It's like second nature. And so I felt like this was a podcast that is going to make you think, as well as going to make you kind of reflect, which is what we're talking about. Excuse me. I have really been trying to figure out the best way to overcome um, this anxiety around um, my reflection of 2021 and the things that I went through. I allowed myself to go through the things that I understood, the things that I did not understand. And so, what do you think are some things that I can do that maybe you have done through trial and error that helped you, that gave you that kind of quote unquote closure? Um, I keep finding myself floating back to that, and I try to be very mindful of my surroundings, my situation, and what I'm doing. And when I catch myself floating backwards, I say, I need to sit, take a breath, reset, and get myself back into the present moment, because that is what is happening right now, and that to me is most important. That is what matters. The past, so much, I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but it does not allow me to get to where I'm going, because I've already been there. I've already done that. I can't go back and change it. So this situation is of me reflecting. um, it just really has kind of like took me from here to here to here to here to here, where I'm kind of on that roller coaster going down, and I have not felt this way since, I'm gonna say, 2017, going into 2018, and then again still sitting in it in 2018, and not being able to pull myself out of it, in that reflection mode of, if I could have done this, or if things were this way, or this situation was handled in a better manner, these things were or were not said, or these actions were not taken or were taken. And I sat in that for probably about a good year before I was able to pull myself up out of it, and I just had to like go through the motions and accept everything that had happened. And I had to also understand what I was reflecting on, because sometimes we know a situation has happened, we just don't understand how we got there. And that to me is a big thing, being able to understand how you got to where you are currently, not so much of where you were, when you were going through whatever you were going through, but how you got to where you are now, how your attitude and actions have grown or decreased. Um, and so reflecting has always been a tool in my arsenal, yet I feel that with so many things that were causing me to um, not be able to get to my desired goals, um, it just kind of took me in a different mind space. And it's so weird because I continue to catch myself doing it. I continue to catch myself reflecting on last year. Last year is gone. I know that. And so one of the things that I'm actually doing is I got a new journal. I would love to show you guys. However, I don't have it down here with me, but I did get it on Amazon, and it's a planner. It's not a journal. It's a planner, and I got it from Clever Fox, if you can see that, and it's on Amazon, and it is a great planner. I usually make my own. I usually use like a notebook with loose leaf paper, or I do something like a composition notebook, something like that, and that works really well for me. However, this was the first planner I was able to actually find and that I liked at a reasonable price that I was willing to pay to write out my thoughts and get my schedule where it needs to be. And so that's helping me to narrow down what it is that I'm dealing with currently and understanding what I did in 2021 that has my mind so jumbled that I keep going back to it. I keep going back to reflect and look at not others, but look at myself and look at my actions and look at my behavior. And so I felt like I said, this was an interesting topic to kind of get into. So make sure that you give me some tips, some tricks um, that you have used or that someone else have used that has helped them or that has helped you, because your girl needs help. But I appreciate you sitting here with me, checking out this video, and so I'll see you in the next one.